Lewis Hamilton lift an eighth crown with Ferrari. That is the question on everyone's mind as Formula One enters its historic 75th anniversary season. All eyes are on Ferrari, and even more so on Lewis Hamilton, the seven-time world champion who made a bold move by joining the Scuderia. For many fans and experts, this is more than just a career move. It is a moment that echoes the past and promises to reshape the future. Hamilton's arrival at Ferrari reminds many of the great Michael Schumacher's own switch to the Italian team back in 1996. Just like Schumacher, Hamilton showed up at Ferrari headquarters in Maranello last month wearing a formal suit. It was a gesture filled with meaning and respect, setting the tone for what he hopes will be a successful new chapter. He was greeted warmly by Ferrari's top leadership, including CEO Benedetto Vigna, Executive Chairman John Elkann, and team principal Frédéric Vasseur. It was a symbolic moment as the most successful driver in F1 history met with the leaders of the sport's most legendary team. Once inside, Hamilton didn't waste any time. He went on to meet the staff, engineers and designers, familiarizing himself with the people who will shape his destiny on the track. He was also introduced to his new race engineer, Riccardo Adami, who previously worked with top drivers like Sebastian Vettel and Carlos Sainz. This pairing could be crucial as the race engineer is often the driver's closest ally during a race weekend. A strong bond between Hamilton and Adami could be a key ingredient for success. Later that week, Hamilton returned to Ferrari's Fiorano test track, dressed head-to-toe in the iconic red overalls of Ferrari. He took the SF23 for a spin, giving fans around the world a first glimpse of this new partnership in action. His father, Anthony Hamilton, was there too, standing proudly on the sidelines. This was more than just a test session. It was a special moment for both father and son, symbolizing the beginning of a new journey. Hamilton spoke about the experience with emotion, calling it one of the best feelings of his life. He said it felt like reliving his very first F1 test. That statement alone speaks volumes about how much this move means to him. At 39 years old, Hamilton is still hungry. He is not just here to make up the numbers. He is here to win. There is already talk of how much attention Hamilton's move has brought to the sport. Having F1's biggest star join the most famous, team has created a marketing explosion. Ticket sales, merchandise, and global interest have all seen a spike. But for Hamilton, this is not about business, it is about legacy. He has his sights firmly set on a record-breaking 8th world title. Following the Fiorano test, Hamilton went on to take part in a private test session in Spain. It was a chance to gather data and get more comfortable with the team's systems. However, the test did not go entirely to plan. On the second day, Hamilton crashed. Thankfully, he was unharmed and returned to the same circuit days later to complete more running, this time in last year's car as part of a tyre test. Ferrari's official 2025 campaign began with a global car launch event in London at the O2 Arena on February 18th. There, fans got a chance to see the new livery, designed to honor both the past and the future. The very next day, Ferrari officially launched their 2025 car, the SF25. That car was then shaken down at Fiorano before being packed up and sent to Bahrain for the all-important preseason tests. Hamilton enters this new phase of his career with a fresh perspective. After a decade with Mercedes, he now takes on a new challenge with a new team. Speaking about his time with Mercedes, Hamilton reflected on their incredible journey together. "We achieved far more than we ever thought was going to be possible," he said. "Those are the years that I will never forget." He now partners Charles Leclerc, a driver who knows Ferrari inside out and who has been the team's lead figure in recent years. Leclerc is young, talented and hungry. Together, Hamilton and Leclerc form one of the strongest driver pairings on the grid. Their relationship will be under the spotlight all season. Will they work together as a team, or will they clash as rivals? Only time will tell. What is clear is that the pressure is on. Ferrari has not won a world title since 2007. The team has shown promise in recent seasons, but inconsistency, strategy errors and reliability issues have held them back. The SF25 must be a step forward. It has to be fast, reliable and easy to drive. Without that, even Hamilton's brilliance might not be enough. The competition will be fierce. McLaren is expected to be a major threat this season, having made big gains in the second half of last year. Red Bull remains a powerhouse, especially with Max Verstappen at the wheel, and even Mercedes, though they lost Hamilton, have talented drivers and a deep technical team. The battle for supremacy in 2025 will be intense, but Hamilton thrives under pressure. Throughout his career, he has shown the ability to deliver when it matters most. Whether it was his title-winning debut season in 2008, his dominant Mercedes years, or his heroic comeback drives, Hamilton has always had a flair for the dramatic. Joining Ferrari might be his greatest challenge yet, but it could also be his greatest triumph. This partnership between Hamilton and Ferrari is more than just about one man and one team. It is about two icons coming together with a shared goal. For Ferrari, it is about returning to the top. For Hamilton, it is about making history. The stakes could not be higher. The season is long, and there will be ups and downs. But the early signs are encouraging. Hamilton has settled in quickly. The team is motivated. The car looks promising. The fans are excited. It all sets the stage for what could be a legendary season. As we look ahead to the first race, all eyes will be on that red car with the number 44. Every lap, every pit stop, every moment will be analyzed and dissected. But for Hamilton, it is all part of the process. He has done this before. He knows what it takes. This might not be an instant success story. It could take time for everything to click. But if Hamilton and Ferrari can find the right balance, the rewards could be immense. An 8th world title would cement Hamilton's place in history as the undisputed greatest of all time. For Ferrari, it would be the ultimate return to glory. The journey has only just begun, but already it feels special. Hamilton in red, the prancing horse roaring again, fans cheering from every corner of the world. It's not just about speed. It's about emotion. It's about passion. It's about the dream. Will Lewis Hamilton lift an 8th crown with Ferrari? No one can say for sure. But one thing is clear. He will give everything he has to make it happen, and that alone is worth watching. As the season unfolds, every race will bring new challenges and new stories. But through it all, the spotlight will remain on Hamilton and Ferrari. The pressure, the expectation, the hope, it's all part of the magic of Formula One. And who knows? By the end of the year, we may witness a moment that will be remembered for generations. A moment when Hamilton, in Ferrari red, stands on the top step of the podium, lifting the trophy that marks not just a win, but history made. Following the Fiorano test, Hamilton went on to take part in a private test session in Spain. It was a chance to gather data and get more comfortable with the team's systems. However, the test did not go entirely to plan. On the second day, Hamilton crashed. Thankfully, he was unharmed and returned to the same circuit days later to complete more running, this time in last year's car as part of a tyre test. Ferrari's official 2025 campaign began with a global car launch event in London at the O2 Arena on February 18th. There, fans got a chance to see the new livery, designed to honor both the past and the future. The very next day, Ferrari officially launched their 2025 car, the SF25. That car was then shaken down